to a greater extent, you know what I realize about like us being successful as men?
Mm-hmm.
It takes just one woman.
Yeah.
Easy.
Just one woman, bro.
No
so,
doubt.
so
Holy.
you have to be careful. Date 3 women at a time.
No, I'm extra careful now.
Yeah,
You know, but yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, especially being successful as y'all two. Y'all single too.
Yeah, and we
I
live in
think being-
this Me Too era too, which is like it's crazy how like, you know, they'll just believe anything a girl says.
Oh,
you know, look
yeah.
at Johnny
Believe all
Depp.
women.
Like
Yeah.
if Johnny Depp never recorded those arguments,
Mhm.
bro, we would all think that he was a terrible person that
Right.
was like, you know,
Right.
doing all this shit. But the reality is, no, she was being his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God he recorded it and he had it. But it's like, bro, it's crazy that this is the world that we're in, where it's like, you know, when in doubt, just believe women as if they can't lie.
Yeah.
But a lot of times they do.
Man, women lie. I don't know how many times a woman told me she was pregnant.
Oh yeah,
Woman said I ain't pay her child support. Thank God I kept all my receipts.
yeah,
Man, women lie all the time.
yeah.
They lie
100%.
more than dudes.
And one thing I would tell you about women, they can be very vindictive and evil. They will ruin your life
Facts.
Trust me, I
if
know.
they can. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some
Absolutely.
experience in that. I was like, man, these women out here, man. I mean, I showed up to work. There was a confidential envelope on my desk. So I ain't open that shit. Open that shit. Back child support, $100,000.
What?
Yep. They was
that
gonna take
much?
Yep. They was going. Yeah, because they added fees, late penalties, and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Right. So luckily, I kept all the leases while I used to live with her. I kept all my because back in those days, I MoneyGrammed everything. Western Union. I
yeah.
kept all the receipts.
We
I had-
old, man.
I
We
had
doing
to-
money.
MoneyGram, goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
Venmo.
And
Yeah,
I
no
submitted,
Cash App. That was a
submitted
Cash App
it-
back then.
Yeah, I submitted to the judge. They threw it all out of court.
Wow.
And the funny thing is, I had a great. I made a agreement with her. Okay, I pay you $800 a month because things weren't working out, and that was a lot of money back in those days, right?
yeah.
So she went to child support on me, saying that I never paid her anything. And at the time I was living in Orange County, California. It was a very expensive, affluent neighborhood.
She moved to
She
Fresno.
moved to another city, Fresno. It was
Cheap.
much cheaper. And went behind my back and applied for child support. And it went from $800 all the way down to $310 a month.
Yeah.
I was like, bitch, thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
She tried you, bro.
She did a lot of stuff. I
She
mean,
thought she would get more.
yeah,
but she got
I
less.
mean, I wasn't no saint, but man, some things that women do is very vindictive. I couldn't do that to a woman or.
Yeah, there's people that have been accused. there's people that have been accused, bro, and then they get they get exonerated, and no one talks about how it was
Yeah,
a false
yeah,
allegation. All
yeah.
they remember is the accusation. So it's just
Right.
it is crazy world that we live in, where it's like this whole Me Too, believe all women thing is like very dangerous.
Yeah.
Do you think it's worth men getting married these days?
Hell no, man. Like
No?
So here's the thing. Okay, so before people come at us, right?
Yeah.
I believe in the nuclear family. I think it's the best and only way to raise a child properly, especially in the degenerative world that we're in nowadays. You need two parents because you're probably gonna have to homeschool your kid or put them in a private school
I'm
nowadays.
homeschooling my kids.
Yeah, because this shit is crazy, right?
Right.
With what's going on in the public school system. But with that said, the way marriage is done in the United States is very dangerous for men. There's not really much upside for you because you're taking on an enormous amount of risk with child support, alimony, and then the family courts in general if things don't work out. And then you take on top of that women have an incentive to divorce you now because they could get all the benefits while simultaneously shirking off their responsibility. It's like it's not in your best interest as a man to get married. So what I tell guys is if you really want to get married, etc., like make sure you just do it. Well, even a prenuptial agreement, like
Can be overturned.
you could get with a good attorney.
Really?
Yeah.
You could do some work, but like look at Tyrese right now. He had a damn good prenuptial agreement, but the wife is still angling to get money out of it so they could challenge it. So what I say is like, yo, just don't get married with the state. Like do that shit
Right.
religiously. Go to your church.
Right.
Go to your masjid, however you want to do it. Get married through your priest or your.
But the problem is
mom,
you
you're
can't live.
good.
You can't live with her. Because if you live with her,
Yeah, we don't
it might-
believe in
it might
living
be
with girls either.
considered like actually marriage as well
Mm.
by the state.
We tell guys not to live with girls either. I know that sounds crazy as well, but there's a
Right.
bunch of reasons for that. But yeah.
You ever heard the term bait and switch?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So that's what they do. They'll
Oh,
come,
yeah.
They'll come be nice to you. Give you sex whenever you want. Marry you. Say, let's move in together. Let's get a house. You marry her. You get a house. Then she's like, oh, I got you now. I'm on the couch watching TV. Make me a sandwich. I'm tired from work. What you talking about? Oh, you don't do that? Divorce. And then next thing you know, you're paying child support and alimony for years. But I'm telling you, bait and switch. You were cool at the beginning, nice
Yeah.
to you, always fun with you. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, it's like, got this nigga by the balls.
Yeah.
And I think the main reason I tell guys like don't live with your girl is because it maintains the attraction when you don't live with her. Because in people
Right.
say, well, hold on, how could you raise kids like that? I'm like, I'm not saying move away and shit, but like as a dad, you really don't. If you're working all the time anyway, let's say you did live there and you're working, you're not there anyway. Like you're out here, making money, etc. You come in when you need to discipline them, whatever.
Right.
Like, especially when the kid is like, I think the dad needs to be more involved when the kid hits the teenage years. But in the, formative child, baby years, the mom can handle most of that shit herself, man.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you maintain the attraction because, women like a guy that isn't always available, etc. Like, women, what I've realized is, like, girls don't like us the way we like them, right?
Yeah.
So, like, for us, like, we don't lose attraction to the same level that women do. Like, women get, and they've done this in studies, that women get bored in relationships way faster than men. And when they do get bored, attraction just tanks with it, and then that's why they initiate 80% of the divorces. I think not living with her makes you more attractive, keeps you sharp too, because let's be honest, when you live with a chick, you get lazy.
Right.
She makes the place all comfortable. Don't go to the gym, just hang out with me. Why do you work so much? Because like they don't have the same mindset that we do. They don't have the same proclivity to go out there and earn.
I found that out the hard way, my first marriage, because I didn't live with her until we got married. Shit totally changed. 2 weeks later, we were trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
There was a famous soccer player they call it football overseas. Yeah. He's a soccer player. He actually got married. I think it was worth like $200 million, something like that.
I know what you mean.
And he got married. But the thing is, when she tried to take him to court, he had took all his possessions, all his money.
Oh, yeah, put it on his mom.
In his mom in a trust, and she couldn't touch anything.
Yeah. I remember that. We talked about that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I can't remember the player's name, though. What was his name?
Yeah, I can't remember his name either, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Out of Spain, I think it was.
Yeah.
Out of Spain.
Yeah, divorce makes the most female millionaires every year.
Oh, yeah.
Big wealth transfer.
If you look at the richest women in the world, all of them got it through inheritance.
Jeff Bezos?
Yeah.
Almost all the richest women got it through inheritance.
Yeah.
So, it's just, you have way too much to risk as a man. So my thing is, you want to get married? Cool. I think it's fantastic, right? Especially to raise a family.
Right.
But just don't do it with the state involved.
Right.
Go and get it done religiously, because if you're getting married, that's a religious sanctimony anyway. It's a religious thing.
Anything the state touches is going to destroy anything.
It's going to fuck you up, man. So like because then what ends up happening is she's incentivized to leave you at that point.
Right.
Like, why never get, they have the saying, never get in a contract with someone that's incentivized to break it. And that's what marriage is in the West.
And also, as a man, keep in mind, when you're with a girl long term, you got to be in frame. Because if you lose frame, she loses respect for you. Well, guess what? I can leave anytime. So bye.
Because a lot of guys get lazy when they get a girl, too. They stop going to the gym.
Everybody
stop training so hard. They get comfortable. And
get fat and shit.
I mean, this is a controversial take. This is why I think you shouldn't be monogamous. I don't believe in monogamy. I think if you're a guy and you're successful and you have your shit together, you should have as many women as you want. And I know people are like, whoa, this is fucked up, bro, blah, blah, blah. But it plays to the carnal side of the female nature, because women are attracted to men that have other women. It keeps your girl on her toes, keeps her staying attractive. She understands that her place isn't necessarily secure, and she's going to work for your affection more. That's just the reality of psychology and how it works with men and women. Yeah. We don't need that, but women do. Like, women need to constantly see that social proof. They constantly need to see other women checking you out, etc. Like, that's just how they're wired. They need to feel like they got the best guy. Like, I've always said, like, women look at it like this, right? So, because, like, people, like, what are you talking about, Myron? What the fuck are you talking about? I always give the analogy. If you go to a store, right, and you get a handbag for the ladies, and you get a great discount on it, right? But then someone else gets that same bag and they get it for a better price, you're gonna probably want to go back to that store and try to get that price that they got. But if you know you got the best deal, you're not going back to that store. That's how I look at it as a man. You want to be the best deal, so she don't want to go back to the store and have to go and find another bag, etc. I got the best bag, and it's constantly validated to me, because every time I'm out with this nigga, I start looking at him. The girls are flirting with him in front of my fucking face. Holy shit. And girls constantly need that. For us, we don't need that shit. Like, if a girl's bad and nobody knows her, you're like, yes, right? I brought her to a party, nobody knows her. But for a girl, she needs to constantly see that other women want you. It's so strange how, and I've always said too, like, pre-selection is by far the strongest attraction trigger for women. When they see you, that's how ugly niggas that are famous, how they get girls? Social proof.
Yeah.
But they'll be ugly as shit.
You always see these old guys, man, on their deathbed with the hottest chicks. It's because they're loaded billionaires.
Yeah, which is a form of social status. So for girls, they need that social proof, man. And I hate to use the nightclub as an example, but like when you go to a nightclub, where all the women concentrated in the VIP sections. It's like when you have girls, other girls come to you. It's like passive income on.
Right.
It's crazy, bro. It's
no
like,
woman wants a guy that no other woman wants.
Yeah.
That's
why married men do well. Like, I'm sure y'all get hit on. You guys have your rings on. Like, a girl might talk to you or something like that, or they'll feel more disarmed because they know, damn, he already has a chick. He don't need me, so let me.
Oh yeah. I told you about the sliding in my DM.
Or they might want to try to extort you.
Yeah. Very complicated creatures, man.
Yeah.
Very complicated.
Yeah, and I think,
like, guys, we're simple.
Yeah.
You know?
Pretty much.
Like
just give me some jeans, Give me some sneakers and a t-shirt, and I'm good.
Yeah.
Women, they need the bag, they need the jewelry, they need the makeup, the hair.
Like the way you
Women
can
are complicated.
keep me happy is like sexually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I really need.
Yeah, men are way simpler than women.
Simple.
Like, and that's why I've always said, like, if you got your shit together, right, and she sees you as the best option, well, it's not easy to find that. So she's gonna probably stick with you, but you need to maintain. That's where guys
Need to
fuck up is
maintain.
they get lazy and girls lose attraction because they're getting lazy.
And then another guy comes, oh, you're beautiful.
Starts all over again.
Starts all over again. Huh?
Cycle of rebirth. I'm telling you, man. It's tough out here.